So personality is having internal and external elements. In the sense, as I said, personality traits, we will certain traits are inherent to us, inherent with us, and certain traits we adopt from the others. And an individual's personality is stable. As I said, that our personality remains the same. And personality is both inherent as well as shaped by external environment. So by seeing others, our family members or our peer group, our friends, by watching movies and other things, now we may change our personality. And each individual behavior is unique. As we all know, for a situation, different person reacts in different way. It might be different reason. There might be different reasons. So now we'll see what are the factors which determine the personality. Like we have biological factors, that is hereditary factors are there, social factors, situational factors, family members, and external environmental factors. Now we'll see hereditary. Hereditary is nothing but there are certain qualities and characteristics a person will get from their parents or from their ancestors. Like our personality, like at times we say his height is like his father or his mother or his grandfather. His attitude is like this, so like this. His temperament, like somebody will get angry very frequently. They are short tempered. So we say that he's behaving like his grandfather, or he's behaving like his father. Like my brother's son, he's 4 years old. He get irritated often. Very regularly he gets irritated. My grandfather used to behave like that. So we often we say that whenever he gets irritated, now he's behaving like tata and all. And he doesn't like to go to school. So my brother never used to go to school, and he used to irritate. So we at times we say that he's behaving like his father. He used to tell so many excuses to escape from the school. So like that, what can we say? Certain characteristics come from our ancestors. So some of them are features, like facial features, facial attractiveness, the temperament, in the sense the level of controlling on a particular thing. Then muscular composition, that is height, personality and all. And reflexes are nothing but for certain incident, suddenly we react. Unknowingly or without unintentionally we react. Like if somebody is coming to put their hands into our eyes, suddenly we'll get our eyes will get closed. We don't close with our hands, but unintentionally eyes will get closed. So such a certain kind of reflexes we can see. Then energy levels, and some people will not get tired and they are very strong enough, and some people will get tired very easily. So certain kind of hereditary factors also build our personality, like our body structure, so our feelings, our way of behavior and all. Then social aspects, social factors, like as I said, our friends in the school or in the college or in the office, our peer group or at working place. By seeing others also, we may identify certain factors and we may bring our modify our personality. Like we often see that students who are coming from villages, they study their PGs and degrees in towns. Now, like Hyderabad, we have taught like when I was teaching PG and all now. Most of them used to come from villages. So beginning they used to behave as if they are in a village only, but as the time passes on, they used to observe their friends who are from, some of them used to come from city. So they used to observe, they used to dress up, observe, and they used to change their personality, like the way they dress up, the way they are talking, and they used to learn English, they used to speak in English. So that kind of modification in our personality will change by seeing our peer group and friends. Then situational consideration. So based on the situation also, our reaction towards or our behavior towards that particular situation will change. Like We behave in an interview. When we go to interview, we behave in a particular way, and when we go for a picnic or in a social party, the way we behave is different from the way we behave in our workplace. So if you go to temple, um, we what do you call, we leave our slippers. It's not, it is an unintentional one, because we have been feeded that when we go to temples we have to leave our chappal and all. So like that, at every place depends on the situation, the personality of the person, and the way he behaves will change. Like we the way we behave at home differs from the way we behave with our friends, as well as the way we behave with our superior or our manager and all. So at workplace our behavior will be different. At workplace, at home, our personality will be different. Like some people, what do you call, in the organization, they speak very politely, very softly, and very posh language they use. And when they come out and when they are with their friends now, definitely we'll say some other face of that particular person. So in that way, situational aspects also will have an impact on our personality. Then coming to the other factor, family. So from usually we observe that children will learn from parents, like how mother behaves, they behave like that. How father behaves, they behave like that. How like every point, if anybody is having small children, they understand how their kids imitate their parents, so they learn. And at times when we talk to our elders also, how parents are behaving and treating their elders, and how they are talking with their elders, they will see and they will also enact like that only. This I have personally faced. I have been observing, like my relatives, people, my co-sister and we used to stay together 7 years back. So they used to be very arrogant with my mother-in-law and all. So same thing, so their kids have got, and they understood. They thought that this is the way we have to behave with grandmother. But I used to guide my son that you are not supposed to behave like that. You should give respect. You have to talk politely. Like that, I used to teach my son. So the behavior of those two kids used to be different from the behavior of how my kid behaves. So like that, by seeing the parents also, children learn many things. And even we see, like when I cook in the kitchen, my son likes cooking a lot. He comes with me, and he stir the what do you call, ingredients in the vessel, and he tries to prepare some new recipes. So by observing me, he has learned a lot. So like that, whatever activities we do at home, children tend to adopt that particular one, and they think that this is the way we are supposed to behave, and they adopt that particular one, and they behave to what do you call, with others or with situations in the same way. And in the organization also, we what do you call, try to grab certain aspects from our colleagues also. So if we find it is good, again it depends on our nature. Some people get what do you call, attached or attracted towards negative very easily. So we may get attracted towards some negative things like smoking or drinking or something like that, and we get into that particular culture. In the sense, from colleagues also, from organization environment also, we adopt certain personality characteristics and we behave accordingly. Then another element is culture, sorry, environment. So from external environment also, like we adopt so many things, and we inculcate those characteristics within ourselves, and that reacts in terms of personality. So there are like culture. So cultures are nothing but certain norms, rules, and regulations, some values which we follow when in different situations. So we behave in that in that particular way only. And some subcultures will be there, something like morals, some standards, cleanliness. Like a poor family person, you find like in huts and in what do you call, at different places, people, uh, they maintain cleanliness differently. We can observe in what do you call, houses. So high class people, their houses will be very clean and neat and very posh. Coming to the middle class, normal it will be, and poor, they'll maintain according to their things. So like that, there are different cultures and sub cultures which are inculcated in the behavior of the individual person, even dressing style. Like if we see some celebrities kids, the way they dress up, the lifestyle of those people will be different from the way we are, because the environment in which we live now, we adopt that particular culture, right? So definition of success. So some person who doesn't have money, he feels that if I earn 2000, what do you call, 5000 per month, that's enough for me. If a person who is very rich and they're well settled, they feel that I should become a software engineer, I should earn 1 lakh per month, like that. So in the sense that this particular culture and the place at which we reside and our surroundings also will have impact on our personality and our way of thinking. This I will cover after some time. Now, there are other, not only family and our colleagues and environment, social things and hereditary factors. There are other factors also which will have an influence on our what do you call, our personality. So some of them we'll discuss here. So self-concept and self-esteem. So self-concept means it refers to the way an individual define themselves as to who they are and derive their sense of identity. So self-concept is nothing but what I am, what are my strengths, what are my weaknesses. So based on that only, I will, what do you call, my behavior will depends towards a particular thing. For example, if I'm very much confident and if I decide that I will, what do you call, crack this particular interview, the way I prepare and the way I attend in that particular interview differs from when I feel that, oh, so many people have come, where will I get, where will I get placed? It won't come to us, take it light. So the way I prepare things will be different, and the way I attend the interview also will what do you call, be different. So in the organization, if you are having a confidence of handling the situations and taking the risk aspects, in the sense your own personality talks about what kind of work you will be doing. For example, managers will have what do you call, certain characteristics like taking bold decisions, open-minded people will be there, and they try to take risk and they try to handle the risk. So these are depends on our own personality. In what way we define ourselves decides how we will react to different situations. Even in the same way, self-esteem also, it is the extent to which they regard themselves as capable enough and successful and worthy individuals. So it all depends. Some people, in the sense, it depends on our confidence levels and our characteristics only, which will make us to achieve certain things. So if we are low in confidence, now we may not achieve the goals which are being achieved by other people. Like people with high self-esteem tend to take more challenging assignments and contribute for the achievement of the goals of the organization. So it all depends on our personality. Somebody will be very much afraid and they are afraid of taking risky decisions. So they'll be at that particular position only. This is where they are constant position only, they'll be there. Then another aspect is machiavellianism. So this refers to the extent to which a person manipulates others and make him to do the work in which he wants. In the sense, certain people will be very knack and very cunning, like by hook or crook they will let the thing done according to their own requirements. So they may, what do you call, they may bribe or they may influence the person with words. And we see people that he'll tell against somebody, what do you call, some what should I say, like I'm there, if I want some advantage for my manager, na, I'll talk something negative about some XYZ person, and again with that XYZ person I'll talk something negative about my manager. So like that, a person manipulates, and by hook or crook, he tries to achieve his targets or his goals. So they'll be logically, they'll talk and they'll not let others talk, and they'll take so many twists and turns, and they'll try to achieve their goals. So people who are having high level of Machiavellianism, so they try to be very cool and talk logically. By hook or crook, they try to convince the people, and they make the things to be done. Then the other aspect is locus of control. So this particular one refers to the what do you call, to what extent they are in control of the situation, in the sense whether situation is under their control or they are under the control of situation. So it depends on our belief, our thoughts. Like, I can control this particular situation. If some people say, na, I can control this particular situation, then they'll take good decisions and they'll control that particular situation. But some people, if they think that, oh, I cannot handle this particular situation, when the time comes now, problems will get solved. So such kind of people will be there itself. So like here, people with internal locus of control believe that they control the situation or they handle the situation. So they'll be very much confident towards accomplishing of work. So such kind of person seeks for more opportunities. They take the risk, and they show their abilities to finish the work. Then some people who are with external locus of control, they believe that if situation is not under our control, so things will happen as per the situation. Like some people say, అంత దేవుని మీద వదిలేసినాము, దేవుడే చూసుకుంటాడంత, నేనేం చెయ్యలేను. So that's we feel in that kind of situation, those who are having external locus of control. So these kind of people, na, they'll be very timid, and they won't come out, they won't try to take risk, or they won't try to handle the situation. They leave the situation itself. Then they'll wait till the situation changes. Then next trait is tolerance for ambiguity. So in the sense, if any risky situation comes, what is your tolerance to handle your that stress or risky situation? So people with high tolerance to what do you call, ambiguity or stress, na, so they'll what do you call, they'll be having high stress and uncertainty, and still can work very efficiently. And people with low tolerance for ambiguity cannot control the stress, and may not be possible to handle the situation, handle the work, and they will get panic. Then type A people and type B people. So usually, and in the sense, for certain characteristics, they said that these people who are having this personality, they belong to type A, and people who are having this particular personality traits, they belongs to type B. So type A people, usually they'll have term what do you call, time urgency, achievement oriented. In the sense, some people will want to do work on time, and very disciplined. On time they want to complete the work. If they feel that if the time is out now, they get tensed, and they feel that, oh, I will not complete this particular work because the time is out. So that kind of tension people will be there, but they'll try to complete the work in the given period and in an efficient way. So my mentality is also something like that. I'll be at the back of people unless and until I complete that particular work. And I'm very much proactive. I'll make arrangements for everything. Then so that I cannot miss anything or make any flaws while doing the work. Then type B people will be like very easygoing people. They'll take things light, and they'll see that, okay, we'll complete in the given time. Why are you worried? So something like that. They'll not have any tension regarding time and all. Then another trait is achievement oriented. So people who are having high achievement oriented, they will work very efficiently. They will be like completely indulged in that particular work only, as per the schedule and as per the requirement. They'll do perfect work. It's like we can say they are sincere towards their work, determined people. And as we say, they eat, sleep, and drink job only. So he'll be indulged in job itself. And people with low work ethics, na, they'll be like, okay, if not I am, somebody will take care. Manager will see for me for some time, and if I do some mistakes, na, he will think that this fellow doesn't know anything. Let's assign that particular work to somebody else. So let it go, I'll enjoy. So something like that, people will take things light who are having low work ethics and low achievement oriented people. But organization requires people who are very much achievement oriented and goal oriented people. Then risk taking is another trait. So based on the what you call this talks about to what extent we handle the risk. So usually risk averse persons are there, risk persons are there. So people who want to take the risk, na, they take typical situations, they handle the situations effectively, and they come out with new ideas and they try to handle the risk. And a person who is with low risk propensity, they'll believe that no, I will not go to this new ideas, I will implement in a conservative way only in old way only. I'm not going to take any kind of risk because I have to complete the work on time. And if they will be resistant to any kind of changes. So these are various traits of personality and factors determining the personality. Now we have one certain theories related to personality. There are many theories, but we are going to discuss about two theories. One is types theory. So this types theory classifies the personality into two different categories based on two aspects. One is based on body build, that is personality. Based on the personality, this type theory says that this personality person will have these kind of features, this personality person will have this kind of nature. So it is say is this aspect says that a short plump person was said to be sociable, relaxed, and even tempered. In the sense, they identified that short persons will be very light going people, and they are sociable. They mingle with the people, and they manage the situations very well. Then a tall, thin person was characterized as controlled, self-conscious, what do you call, isolated person. In the sense, the small and tall and thin persons usually have the characteristic like they want to be alone, and self-conscious people, like they think that if I do this, what will happen, or whatever they do now, they'll have a consciousness, whether this will be good or bad. That like that, they will be controlled and they'll have control on their emotions, and they'll be very much cautious about the work they do, and that they usually tend to be isolated from the external environment. Then a heavy set muscular individual was described as very noisy and insensitive person, that is rude person, bluntly they talk on face, or they'll be very rough candidates. So like that type theory, based on body build, in the sense the personality based on the body structure, he has what you call, it has assigned different characteristic to different people. In the sense, short peoples will be having different kind of personality compared with the tall people, and the person who is very what do you call, heavy, a good muscular body. Then another basis from this type theory only, wherein they have classified the personalities like this: psychological factors. So another basis is psychological factors. But first one is body build, that is body structure and all. They said that the short people will have these kind of characteristics, tall people will have these kind of characteristics, and muscular body people will be having this kind of characteristics. In that, based on their characteristics, they behave. Another aspect is that psychological factors. So based on the psychological factors, the type theory has classified the people into two, that is introverts and extroverts. So these introverts will be usually very quiet, they avoid conflicts, And in other words, we can say they'll be very sensitive, they concentrate very much, and they're concerned more about the feelings. Like introverts, we what you call tend to see that they want to be idle, they don't mingle with the people, they'll be very calm, quiet, and shy. So like that traits they have, in the sense, the introverts will be having this kind of personality wherein they'll be very shy, very quiet, very concerned about feelings, they get hurt very easily, and they don't express very easily, and all. And coming to the extrovert people, these people always want to mingle with the people, they are very much sociable, and they what do you call these people are more oriented towards other people and other events, so that they are outspoken very easily, and they what do you call try to handle the situation very easily. So like that, this type theory has classified the personalities into different, based on body build and psychological factors. Coming to the next theory, that is trait theory. So trait is nothing but a characteristic. So based on the characteristics, a person is different from another person. So these traits differentiate one person with the another person. That's what trait theory says that. So trait of an individual is abstracted from his behavior, and that behavior will helpful in understanding the person. So different characteristics, as I said that some people will be introvert, some people will be very much traditional, some people they follow their culture a lot. So the way they behave in a particular situation differ from the other person. So they have this traits theory has identified the big five traits, five characteristics, which will tell different types of personality. So this is called as big five personality traits which influence the human behavior. So the first one is extroversion. Extroversion is that refers to a person's comfort level with the relationship. As I said, the extroverts and introverts will be there now. So people who are very much extrovert, in the sense extrovert people, they are like light-minded, they mingle with the people, they are very much jovial, outgoing person, very much talkative. So this kind of people usually help in the marketing department, because in the marketing department people have to attract the customers, and they have to what you call uh, impress the customers to buy the products. So they should be very much talkative, they should mingle with the people, they have to be more expressive. So these kind of people will help in the these kind of people you will find in marketing department in the organization. Then another characteristic is that agreeableness. Agreeableness refers to ability to get along with others, in the sense mingling with others. So these kind of people will have this kind of characteristics, like trusting, good nature people, cooperative, and forgiveness, not hurting anyone. So such kind of people mingle with the people. Like in the organization, if managers be like this, cooperate, and what do you call forgiving any small mistakes, trusting the people, motivating the employees, if this kind of characteristics are there with the manager, it will help the what do you call employees to accomplish the work and learn more. Then another characteristic is that consciousness. So this talks about a number of goals on which one person focuses his attention. So in the sense, how many goals you have paid attention, because some people simultaneously will be keen about one particular goal only, one after the other they want to achieve. So people who target very few goals are responsible, organized, systematic, careful, and achievement oriented, in the sense they want to target one or two goals, and they want to accomplish that particular goal in a perfect manner. Like if we concentrate more, what do you call, we concentrate on more than one goals now, at times we may not get time to what should I say, accomplish the work in an efficient manner. So that creates a chaos in the mind of that particular person who is doing that particular work. So consciousness people who are high consciousness people, they'll be targeting only few goals and they want to achieve those goals only. So they'll be very keen about those goals. Then negative emotionality. So people with less negative emotionality are very much relaxed, very cool. They don't worry for things. They feel that they'll handle the situation. They handle the situation, obviously. But people with very high negative emotionality, they feel that Ammo, if I don't do this particular work now, this will go to some other hands, or I'll be these people will be tensed more, and they'll be very much insecure. They think every time negative one. నేను ఇలా చేయకపోతే ఏమవుతుందో, నేను అలా చేయకపోతే ఏమవుతుందో, అమ్మో నేను ఇది చేసేసేయాలి అని టెన్షన్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటది. ఎక్కువ నెగిటివ్ ఎమోషనాలిటీ ఉంటే. Then coming to other aspect, openness. So this talks about person's rigidity to beliefs and the range of interest. In the sense, openness talks about how far a person will take something. Like managers, if they are open now, then it will be helpful for the department. They'll be if they are open for new ideas, it helps the subordinates to express their views and do the work in a efficient or new way. So people who are having high openness, they listen to others, and they try new ideas. They take little risk and try to do the work in an innovative way. So their behavior will be different, and they always believe that okay, I'll try in this particular way, probably this way may click, and I may complete the work in an efficient manner. So they give even if this attitude should be with the managers, because what you call, if you are open and if you accept the ideas of the subordinates now, it motivates them to complete the work easily, and they also feel that okay, my idea got accepted, so I'll do innovative way, I'll complete the work in an innovative way. So this kind of people will behave like this. If you are very much open, you'll accept, or you'll what do you call, you're open to new ideas, new ways and innovative things. So these people attitude will be different from the people who are very rigid, timid, and who wants to do the work as it is given by the head of what you call higher authorities. Their behavior will be different from these kind of people who are very much open. So this is one trait theory, wherein different traits they have identified, and they said different characteristics this kind of people will be there. So extroversion people will be very much talkative, very much open people. They try to handle the situation, and introvert people, as I said, they'll be very shy, and they'll be like little tensed towards any work or talk to somebody. Agreeableness is nothing but if you are very cool, cooperative, and accepted kind of person, it will help others to complete the work in a positive way. And some people may take advantage also that particular one. So with this, we have done with personality. So we have discussed about personality, factors determining the personality, personality traits, and some of the personality theories. Now we'll discuss about perception. So perception meaning is that how you understand a particular thing. So it's basically a process through which you will identify the information. Then you will decide whether you are supposed to take that particular one or not. Then once if you decide that okay, I'm selecting this particular situation to which I pay attention, then you will organize, or you will take some information as based on your experience or from external environment, and you will analyze that particular situation. Then you will interpret and you will react in a particular way. So this is called as perception. Is nothing but how you are perceiving or understanding a particular situation or a particular person or a particular object, and how you are going to react. So all these things will what you call lead to reactions. It can be a positive way or it can be a negative way. So perception is the process of receiving the information about and making it in a sensible way. And it involves deciding which information to notice, how to categorize this information, and how to interpret this within the framework of our knowledge. So in the beginning, I have given an example now, like we are going on the road and one person met with an accident. So some people will pay attention to that particular one, and some people will stay in the sense stop their vehicle and go and attend that particular person. But some people will see and they'll move on. So how you are perceiving that particular situation, in the sense, for example, I am going. So that is identification of an event. I have identified an event that some accident took place. Then receiving that particular one, I in the sense, I paid attention that okay, I have to stop. So I stopped. Then I have based on the information which I have, in the sense, based on that environment, I could analyze that this is a serious situation. Then I have interpreted that, oh, this is a serious situation, this person should be taken to hospital. So I have interpreted that. Then how I am going to react? Reaction is whether you will take to that particular person, or you will assign that particular work to others, or you think that why should I bother all these things? If some police case takes place, it will become a big risk. I'll move on. So that is what all these things leads to a particular reaction of a particular person. So this is called perception. Perception is nothing but based on certain aspects, you will analyze a particular situation and you will react to a particular situation in a favorable or unfavorable way. So it includes all those processes by which an individual receives information about an environment. So how he will receive? By seeing, by hearing, by tasting, or by smelling something. It can be anything. And there are different factors which will have an influence on all these things. So these factors have been classified into three. That is the object which we are perceiving, or the event which you are perceiving. Object is nothing but something, some car, or some pic, photograph, or some hoarding, or something. Event is nothing but some situation, something has happened. Then person also we may perceive differently. So object or event, or what do you call person. Then the person who is perceiving, and the situation also. So here comes factors influencing our perception. One is perceiver's characteristics, that is the person who is perceiving the object. That is, for example, I am. So my characteristics, as well as characteristics of perceived, that is what I am observing, that is the perceived, that is it can be an object, or it can be a person, it can be a situation. And situational factors, that is our physical situations and social and environmental factors, how they will have an impact on us. So one by one we'll discuss. So perceiver's characteristics, how this will have an impact on how he is perceiving the things. So we can say here the personality of the perceiver will definitely have an impact on how he is perceiving a particular situation. So personality is nothing but, again, what we have discussed in the previous one, our feelings, our opinions will have definitely an impact on what we are perceiving. So perceiver tries to project his own attributes into this particular situation. For example, if we say now, for certain situations, had I been in his position, I would have been done this in this way. Had I been in that position, I would have been done in that way. So like that, we project ourselves into that particular situation and we try to behave differently. So అందుకే మనం చెప్తుంటాం కదా, నేను అతని ప్లేస్ లో ఉంటే ఈ సిచ్యువేషన్ లో ఇలా చేసేవాడిని, ఇలా చేసేదాన్ని, ఈ పని చేసేదాన్ని. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, ఇఫ్ సంబడి ఈజ్ హ్యావింగ్ మనీ ప్రాబ్లమ్, so we consider different factors for for lending the money. So some people may be sentimental, and by seeing the other's position, they may give the money, though they are not having much money. Whatever money they are having, from that they'll give some money, because they are very much what should I say, helping nature person. If another person, they may not give that particular one, though they are having good amount of money, because they might not have believe on the other person that he returns that particular amount. So like that, in the sense, if I see myself in that particular situation, and I'll attribute my own personality things into that particular situation, and accordingly I will react to that particular situation. So one is personality of a particular person. Based on that, he will behave differently, his beliefs, his thoughts. For example, one person, same example, just now what I said, na, one person may be helping nature, his personality is like that, and he'll get melted with the tears of the other party for money, and he may give. Another person, he might have given 3 4 times to that particular person money, till now he didn't return. So what he will say, because of his previous experiences with that person who is asking money, na, you may think that already 3 times I gave, he didn't give the money, why should I give now? He simply says that I don't have money, sorry, like that. So your attributes, your experiences, your what you call feelings, all those things will react to, will perceive that particular person. One person has perceived the person who is asking money in a way that, oh, he's having so much of money problem, if I don't give, he may commit suicide or he may feel bad. So I have perceived him in different way compared with the other person. So what are the factors have influenced the behavior of these two people, who are one who has given money and one who has said that I don't have money? Their own experiences, their own feelings, and their own personalities had an impact on the way he behaved towards the other person who is asking money. Then another aspect is mental set of an individual person. So our way of understanding our mental position at that particular moment also depends, matters how we perceive a particular situation, how we understand a particular situation. So for example, like if we fight at home, or if we are financial situation or family, something has happened in the family, so we will be moody, we may not concentrate on our work, and we try to fight, like whatever work is been given by the boss, we may not do that perfectly. But other person, they might have done that particular work efficiently because of the mental status. If I'm getting disturbed now, I may not concentrate on anything, and I may perceive the situation differently. Boss has given new assignment, I fought with my husband or my wife, and I went to organization, I went to office. So already I am very much tensed and irritated. And if boss gives some other additional work, already I have not completed the given work. So what I will say, I'll get irritated, and I'll assume, I'll perceive that particular person as a villain. He's always troubles me. He gives more work to me. He's irritating me. So like that, I'll feel. But other person may not, what do you call, same work has been given to that particular person also, he may not behave in that particular way. So it all depends on our mental status, how we perceive situations, and even situation also matters. Then attribution is nothing but assigning of different reasons for a particular situation. As I said, just I have given one example, na, money. If what do you call, a person is asking money, so I feel that if I don't give, he might fall into so many troubles, he might commit suicide, like that I'll feel. So these are the reasons I have assigned for the giving that particular money. But other person, second person, what he thought, 3 times I have given this, if I give money now, 4th time he will not give, he'll simply escape, he will not give, he will not commit suicide, nothing like that, he'll lying all the time. So he has assigned these reasons for that particular person who is asking money, and he denied giving, yeah, for giving the money. So like that, for every situation we attribute certain reasons, then accordingly we interpret that particular situation. So there is an example given, ma. One employee failed to achieve his target due to environmental factors, that there are certain external environmental situations take place, because of which he could not achieve the goal. If manager thinks that externally some problems have happened in the industry, because of that this person cannot able to achieve the target. So uh, so the way he behaved towards that employee differs from if he understands that because of the inefficiency of this employee only, he did not achieve the results, makes a difference. The way he talks to that particular employee also differs, because the causes or the reasons we assign to that particular situation makes us to perceive the situation differently. Then first impression. So usually we say that first impression is the best impression. So at times, if what do you call it, it may be positive or negative. So suddenly, what do you call, one person, we went to talk to some person, and he started fighting with that particular person. So what we feel, if you don't like fightings and all, you feel that, oh, this fellow is very rude and he always fights. See, he's using bad language, so he's a bad fellow, bad person. So in your mind, you have fixed that this person is a waste person, he is a bad person, he or she. Then another person, when same, this is the impression I got. If I think in another way that he is fighting with other person, if I think that why he is fighting, what is the reason behind that? Oh, that person might have rude with this particular person. That is the reason why this person has been reacted like that. Okay, he's good person only, but because of the situation, he's fighting with that particular person. So your impression towards that particular person differs. In the first instance, you perceived him as a bad person, and in the second instance, in the sense second impression, in another way, based on your thoughts, if you think in the second way, you feel that he's a good person only, but because of that situation, he got angry. So this impression makes a lot of difference in the organization also. So first impression is the best impression. It may be positive or negative. So we continue with the same impression. It may be wrong, as I said. So at times, with our bad luck, we may be seen as a wrong person by the other people because of the situations again. Then coming to the next factor is halo effect. Halo effect means judging a person based on his traits. So usually we perceive that who smoke and who drink, those people, they are bad. I used to feel when I was studying intermediate degree. So I used to feel that those who smoke and those who drink, they are bad people. They are all negative, complete negative about that particular person. He's not at all good. He's rowdy fellow, like that I used to think. So like that, based on only one trait, we perceive the whole person as different. Then stereotyping is something else, wherein based on one group, we think that every person in that particular group is like that only. So usually people say, all men will be like that, all women are like that. Uh, then all lower level people in the organization, in the higher level people, that all lower level people or workers will be like that only. They always ask for the money. They try to escape for work, and they try to what do you call, take away the goods of the organization. They sell out, and so like that, they'll have a negative opinion. And subordinates, what they think about superiors or the management, they'll have a same opinion that management means they try to extract work from the employees. They trouble the employees by not giving good salaries. They won't provide any kind of services to us, like any hospitality or any insurance, something like that. They always want money. They are torturing all the employees. So like that, stereotyping, one based on the characteristic of one group, everybody will be treated in that particular group in the same way. One or two might be in different organizations, might be like that, but we always think that superiors or higher level people behave like this only, and higher level people think that lower level people will be that only, with different mentalities only. So like that, based on one certain characteristics of the group, we perceive everybody in that particular group in the same way. So these are what should I say? This perceivers characteristics. Then I'll just give it some inputs. I don't have information about slides about this perceived characteristics and all. Then we have discussed about the perceivers characteristics, like their motives, their personalities, their attitudes, values, experiences, needs, interests. All these things will have an impact on how we perceive a particular thing. Then coming to perceived characteristics. Perceived characteristics is nothing but what is being perceived by the person. It can be an object or it can be anything. It can be a person or a situation. So usually, for example, if you see visible pictures are more attracted, or people pay more attention towards visible pictures. Like if we are going on the road now, these days people have kept, I don't know what to say that particular one, some what do you call, near this thing, red lights and all. So signals, they put some what do you call, hoardings, or they put some banners wherein words will move on, like um, uh, helmet is necessary, don't spoil your lives, if you don't wear a helmet, it will lead to death and all. So such kind of things will get attracted very easily, compared with something is written on a paper and sticked over there. So based on that visibility, and pictures also will get attracted very easily. So we'll pay attention and we'll read that particular one and we perceive, oh, we have to wear helmet. We should be very cautious, like that. And based on the size, so if any object is large in size, very big things, we will get attracted very easily. In the sense, we pay attention to that particular one easily, compared with the things which are smaller in size, like hoardings, big hoardings, big hoardings. If they are there now, we tend to see that particular one, and we tend to read that particular one, we tend to perceive that particular matter, compared with some small poster on the walls, and if some small pamphlet. Then location, in the sense, location at which the perceived thing is there, like at the top, at the middle, so top things and middle things with attractive words will get attracted a lot, and we pay attention more to that particular one. So left, right, all these things, signals will, what do you call, indications will be there now. So those things will get attracted, and we see that, okay, this, in this way we are supposed to go to this particular place. And we have seen when we travel to what do you call, other places, on the green board they write different places with their arrow marks. So we will see corner place, middle, or whether it is top, or the color also, color combination also we see, and we tend to get attracted, and we tend to perceive that particular one. We pay attention to that particular one. Then situational factors. So situational factors, nothing but physical, social, organization, setting, all these things will have an impact on our what do you call, perception. So for example, if I'm talking to my boss, is talking to me in the office, that situation I will take in a different way from he's talking with me in a cafeteria, or in a social meeting, or in a function. So we'll be very casual with that particular person when we are in cafeteria, or when we are outside the organization. And but when he's talking to me in the office, I'll be very serious and I'll listen to that particular person. So like that, the physical, in the sense, the place also matters a lot for perceiving a particular situation. So these are the various factors which influence our perception. Now we'll discuss about perceptual process. So as I said, perception is a process which has got different steps through which we will perceive a particular thing. So the first one is perceptual stimuli is nothing but we tend to select a particular aspect for which we will be perceiving. So by eyes, by ears, by nose, and by skin, we tend to select a particular thing. In the sense, by seeing, or by hearing, or by smelling, we tend to receive that particular thing. What is it? Then selecting stimuli. So how do you select a particular situation or particular event? So in selection, there are two factors which will have an influence on selection. In the sense, as I said, we are going on the road. we will pay attention to that particular situation. So there are different factors which will influence us to whether to pay attention or not to pay attention. So one is external factors. External factors are something like size, the color, and the contrast, how they have given, how make us to attract towards that. So as I said that moving things, as I said that near the signals now, these days they are giving caution information to the public. So with colors on black one with red words, I have seen near Dilchuk Nagar. So so when they announce something na, we tend to concentrate on that particular one and grab that particular information. Then the location, as I said, holding a top or lower position where they are putting. Then color, like danger, how they will write that particular one, orange color, background black. So this color combination will attract us. So we will pay attention and we'll see that, oh, this is danger. We should divert our work, our place. And all the, so this kind of things will pay attention to a particular person and help in perceiving that particular situation. Contrast colors like black and yellow, black and orange, and on green background white words will be there. So we tend to get attracted and we tend to concentrate on that particular one. Moving things will pay more attention to what you call receiving. Then coming to the internal factors, like our own psychological needs, our own requirement, and our own interests, and our feelings towards a particular thing leads to selecting or not selecting that particular stimuli for perception. Then coming to the perceptual organization, organization is nothing but bringing certain aspect together to perceive a particular situation. So there are certain aspects in that particular one for ambiguous figures. So actually these things, if are what do you call, if some pictures are there, it will be very good, but I couldn't find those pictures. So in magazines and all now we see that some ambiguous figures will be there. Some people can recognize that as a old woman, and by seeing that picture, some people see that it as a young girl. So that combination figures will be there na? So based on our own identification, we perceive things in different way. Some people will say that picture as a old woman, and some people say that it is a young woman's, but it would be a combination of that. Then figure background. So background, based on background also we tend to perceive the things, like as I said that on a blackboard, if you write with a white chalk na, you forget that particular backboard, you will not recognize that particular blackboard, but you will tend to pay attention to what has been written on that particular backboard with white chalk, and you try to read that particular one. In the same way, on a white chart, what do you call, if you write with green pen or black pen or red pen, people forget that particular background and they concentrate on the colors. So in that way, people get attracted to that particular one, and you may think that, oh, something is written on this, what is this? So you pay attention to that particular one, you try to read that particular one and perceive. Then perceptual grouping. So so perceptual grouping is nothing but how do you group the things? It depends on certain aspects. First one is similarity. In the sense, similar things will be brought together. So like a white collar, as I said that who in the organization who are having similar position, they'll be treated in the same way. So white collar people will be like this only, and workers will be like that only. So like that, people who are having similar nature of work will be treated in the same way. So in the same way, other things also, if any object is there, same shape things you will feel in the same way. Then another one is principle of proximity. Proximity is nothing but nearness. So when things are near to one another, though they are separate, you feel that they belong to one group only. Like in the organization, if a machinery is there, all those people who are working in that particular machinery, they'll be treated in one way only. For example, if that machinery got spoiled because of negligence of one person, so all the employees, all the workers who are working on that particular machine will be held responsible for the what you call failure or the spoiling of that particular machine. So in that way, people, though they are independent, but they are near to one another, they are working at one place, they'll be treated, they'll be perceived in the same way. Then principle of closure. Closure is nothing but things which are having some gap. We forget that particular gap, and we think that it is completed. So there is an example, like in the organization, departmental managers, most of the times they concentrate on their own departments and the achievement of their own objectives, but they forget to think that we are part of the organization. We have to concentrate on the goals of the organization also, but they'll be pretending in their minds that I'm concentrating on the goals of the organization. They forget that particular gap, but actually there is a gap, and they try to fulfill that particular gap. Then principle of continuity. So it assumes that individuals tend to perceive continuous lines, patterns, but avoids this what do you call creativity. So for example, in the sense, people tend to work in the same genre, whether new work is been given, new project is been given, they tend to continue in the same way. So in the organization, if a new product has to be launched, so managers, they'll think that old ways only, because so far they have been working on the same lines. They think that they think in the same way only. They don't try to what you call come out with a new thing. So in that way, perception differs, and even area also. Then uh, perceptual constancy. Constancy is nothing but stability. So under that, we have two aspects. Size constancy. Size constancy is nothing but you will fix a particular size in your brain, and if it is far also, you'll think in the same way. For example, I have my vehicle. My vehicle size, I'll remember that will be there in my brain. If it is far away, like 100 meters or 200 meters, actually it is a small one. But I perceive that in the same big size only. Even color constancy is nothing but you will your vehicle colors are the color of the vehicle, and you in the dark and light also, in the sense morning or night also, you can recognize your vehicle with that particular color, because that color is fixed in your brain. So in the same way, in the organization, they'll fix certain feelings about certain aspects or certain situations, and they react in the same way. If this problem occurs, this is the way we are supposed to work. So this is all about perceptual organization. Then interpretation. So based on our own beliefs, we interpret the situations. So and whatever the reasons we assign to a particular attribute or a particular situation, we interpret the situation. Then stereotyping means, just now I have explained, people with the same opinion, with the group opinion, they'll assign that particular opinion to the a complete group of people. Halo effect is nothing but with one quality, we'll judge a particular person as good or bad. Then perceptual context is nothing but the context in which they are talking. Then so these are the different things of things which they consider for interpreting a particular situation. Then after interpreting a particular situation in a particular way, then they'll introspect, they'll cross check whether whatever the way in which I have interpreted about a particular person, or about a particular situation, or about a particular object, I will, whether it is correct or not, that is introspection, I'll think. Then I will react in a positive way or negative way. So this is all about perception. In the next class, I'll attitude is one more topic is there, but the time is not there. I'll try to cover. I'm not sure, because we are having other units also, and the group cohesiveness, group information we will discuss. Thank you. I'm closing the session.
Bhargavi. Hello, Bhargavi. Hello, Bhargavi.